Here in Auburntown, not much has changed over the last 75 years since the town was incorporated. One of the most consistent aspects has been the presence of Roger Turney. He's been mayor of Auburntown since 1972. Turney's family has been here since the beginning of Auburntown, with his grandfather being the very first mayor.
How are we doing today?
Doing good, how about you?
Turney lived here as a child, but moved away and spent his teen years in California.
I'll never forget, I was in the 4th grade at Auburn School here, and I can remember telling the kids, man, I'm going to California, the big city. I'll never come back to this little place. I'm going there where the fun is. Well, needless to say, I had to eat my words. In that 4th grade, when I told those kids I'd never be back, by the time I turned 21, I was bound and determined to come back to Tennessee.
Turney came back to the area to finish his education degree, eventually settling down in Auburntown for good.
I was principal of school here. They asked me to serve on the city council, and I agreed to do that. I served on the city council, and the mayor that we had at that time, Magnus Phillips, he had to resign as mayor, and they asked me to fulfill that. Well, we didn't even have an election. They just put me in. The city council voted to put me in as mayor, and I've been mayor now for almost 50 years. This is one of these jobs, once you get it, it's a lifetime appointment, I think.
As principal of Auburn School, he was a do-it-all type of principal. He would teach 5 classes in a day, with a single planning period on top of being the principal. As mayor, Turney was able to help the city grow. He got city water for Auburntown and the surrounding areas, built a town park named in honor of his grandfather, and opened a community center. Turney, though, is now ready to pass it on to the next generation to continue leading the town.
I'm very fortunate that the last few years we've had a new council member, Marty Harris. She is one of these real go-getters, and she has agreed to serve as mayor.
Harris is no stranger to how Auburntown operates. She comes from a family of local council members. Her father served on the same board with Turney back in the day.
Try to take the place of Roger. I want to do the best I can for the city of Auburntown.
Auburntown is looking forward to seeing what changes their first new mayor since the 70s will bring. In Auburntown, Jacob Burgess, Middle Tennessee News, for MTSU Vote 2024.